Chinese telco Huawei says Australians will have to pay more for mobile phone services after the company was banned from the 5G network. It's accused the federal government of pandering to xenophobia when it decided to shut out Chinese telcos from the rollout of the network. Here's finance correspondent Philip Lasker.
The 5G network is a major leap forward in how Australians use technology, and Huawei says we're shooting ourselves in the foot.
If we're going to stay competitive, a country with a small population, a big country, we've really got to embrace these new technologies coming from non-traditional suppliers.
5G increases the capacity of networks by up to 100 times, with faster downloads, much more data and more sophisticated apps for households and businesses. Amid last week's leadership battle, the government announced its decision to ban Chinese telcos from bidding for 5G mobile phone network contracts on national security grounds.
The decision is based on the nature of 5G technology, but also on the nature of the Chinese state. Both factors would have weighed heavily in the government's decision, and both factors are underpinned by pretty solid evidence.
Huawei says it's been caught up in a xenophobic discussion, and it says concerns it'd be captured by China's law compelling its telcos to gather intelligence are misplaced.
We have a very strong legal interpretation by law firms that are accredited in the US and China, which says it does not apply to Huawei even in China, because we're not a telco.
The Huawei ban eliminates a player that can deliver lower prices for consumers.
In general term, the Chinese companies, they are roughly 30% cheaper than the European and American suppliers. So that makes an enormous difference, if you build a network.
The government's ban gives Telstra the upper hand because it's already building a 5G network with Swedish company Ericsson. Optus and Vodafone, who operate on thinner margins, were using Huawei, so consumers will pay a premium for peace of mind. Philip Lasker, ABC News.